Welcome back to my views and news. First news story is from Tigray. Tigray interim president Getachew attended a Zoom meeting yesterday. The meeting was attended by some officials of human rights organizations too, and Getachew confirmed at the meeting through his talk that Tigray regional government has backed out from its earlier position on the investigation into human rights abuses committed during a 2-year-long war in northern Ethiopia. We have a clip of Getachew. It's very much clear that Tigray has taken a new position now. Secondly, viewers, Amhara region of Ethiopia, where efforts are underway to mobilize, to organize people. Amhara Youth Association is in the forefront. That is why Amhara Youth Association leaders are being arrested. Thirdly, a news story from Eritrea. More than 10 years ago, a 15-year-old girl was arrested in Eritrea. Today is her 26th birthday. Where is she? Why was she arrested? Firstly, viewers, what was Tigray's position on investigations into human rights abuses committed during war in northern Ethiopia? Tigray's position in the last 2 years has been that no Ethiopian institution should be part of the mechanism which should conduct investigations. If you remember, more than a year ago, Ethiopian Human Rights Commission and UN Human Rights Commission conducted a joint inquiry into war crimes committed in the first year of the war, I think. That report was rejected by Tigray regional government. Back then, Tigray government took this position that since the perpetrators, Ethiopian government officials, Ethiopian government's Human Rights Commission was part of the investigations. That is why investigation cannot be impartial. That report was rejected by Tigray regional government. And then international community stepped in. UN Human Rights Council voted, and an international inquiry commission was established to investigate human rights abuses committed in Tigray, Amhara, Afar regions of Ethiopia. That commission was welcomed by Tigray regional government, but Ethiopian federal government opposed the formation of the commission. And since the formation of the commission, Ethiopian government has been trying to put an end to the mandate of the commission. Commission still working, but it does not have access to the areas where war crimes have been committed. Commission's mandate is due to expire in September this year. Ethiopia was lobbying to end the mandate of the commission at a recent UN Human Rights Council session, but after some understanding reached between Ethiopian government and the US supported by EU, Ethiopia dropped its bid to terminate the mandate of UN Inquiry Commission. Now, when peace deal is being implemented, Getachew has been appointed as Tigray interim government head. Tigray has taken a new position. Getachew attended a Zoom meeting yesterday. The agenda of the meeting was justice, transitional justice, accountability. And at the meeting, he clearly said that a robust national mechanism for transitional justice should be supported. Though he backed international investigation as well. He said that Tigray's case is a little different. Yes, robust national mechanism can be adopted, but apart from that, since Eritrean military was involved in this conflict, Eritrean soldiers committed atrocities. That is why international inquiry is also needed. So now Tigray's new position is that it is going to be part of a national mechanism adopted for transitional justice. This national mechanism was outrightly rejected by Tigray regional government last year. Now, Tigray wants international inquiry to the extent of involvement of Eritrean military in human rights abuses in this conflict. I wonder how can the commission work, international commission, if it has to work only on the atrocities committed by Eritrean soldiers. If international inquiry is conducted, how can this inquiry be just against Eritrean military? A UN inquiry commission will investigate all the parties. Tigray wants international inquiry only to the extent of Eritrean military's role in war crimes. Ethiopian government is outrightly rejecting international inquiry commission, UN inquiry commission. So you see that this UN inquiry commission, UN Human Rights Council inquiry commission has no future. It won't be able to play any role in identifying the perpetrators involved in human rights abuses. Human rights organizations like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, others, they'll keep on issuing statements. Tigray will also keep on paying lip service to the commitment for accountability and transitional justice. Tigray it's clear that Tigray regional government has made another compromise. It has made several compromises. And in that meeting, Getachew said that implementation of Pretoria deal, peace matters the most, but accountability matters as well. So he hinted maybe that holding of Pretoria deal is more important than other issues like investigations into human rights abuses, accountability, transitional justice. Take a listen to what Getachew said, then a next story.
We believe that a robust process, national process, could be part of the process to ensure justice and accountability. But with regard to Tigray, the enormity of the challenge we have faced, the magnitude and the nature of the crime that have been committed, simply requires that other mechanisms than national transitional justice processes be instituted. Of course, the role of the international community in this regard, the role of independent investigation in this regard cannot be downplayed, cannot be overemphasized. At the very least, the very involvement of Eritrean forces simply makes even the most robust transitional justice process extremely wanting. Because no amount of commitment by the Ethiopian government, I would expect a continued cooperation between the interim administration and the Ethiopian government in this regard. We still have not been part of the process to discuss the transitional justice process that has been launched in Ethiopia. We still continue to call for more involvement in this regard. But even if we, by some stroke of magic, were able to achieve a robust transitional justice process, it still will prove inadequate to address the kinds of crimes that have been committed in Tigray, not least because of the involvement of Eritreans and other actors. Obviously, the international component of justice and accountability becomes extremely critical. We'll continue to work together with our partners. Obviously, anyone with the right mind would understand that peace processes are not about partnerships between friends. Peace processes are essentially about trying to resolve differences between adversaries, and our politics essentially is anchored on the assumption that our involvement with our partners, with our erstwhile adversaries, is about ensuring the ultimate interest and the ultimate aspirations of the people of Tigray. That should always be clear. And justice and accountability is part of that aspiration of the people of Tigray. And we won't shy away from advocating that part of our responsibility. It's obvious that we cannot, even if we wanted to negotiate away justice and accountability, while we will continue to work with the federal government to ensure a robust national justice process, we still continue to call on the international community to redouble its efforts of ensuring independent mechanisms of justice and accountability. I don't know.
Secondly, viewers, efforts underway to organize youth in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. We saw big demonstrations against Ethiopian government on the 4th of April in Amhara region. People chanted slogans against PM Abiy, against Amhara leaders as well. They want change. They want they claim that ethnic Amharas are being targeted, their lives in danger, genocide of Amharas is being committed allegedly, and they want to remove PM Abiy's government. Mobilization and organization is underway in the Amhara region. Amhara Youth Association is being activated. That is why federal government is taking action against leaders of Amhara Youth Association. Solomon Lemene is a leader of Amhara Youth Association who has been arrested. Some other leaders of Amhara Youth Association have also been arrested. Some are on the run. So, federal government will try its best to ensure that no movement is launched from the Amhara region of Ethiopia against Ethiopian federal government. Lastly, viewers, it was more than 10 years ago that a 15-year-old girl was arrested in Eritrea. Today is her 26th birthday. Out of 26 years, she has spent more than 10 years in prison in Eritrea. Where is she? No one knows. Her name is Ciham Ali Abdo. She is daughter of former information minister of Eritrea, Ali Abdo. Ali Abdo fled the country. Then I think he fled to Australia. And after that, his daughter, along with her uncle, tried to leave the country as well. They tried to enter Sudan from Eritrea in 2012. On the 8th of December 2012, she was arrested along with her uncle. Since then, she has been in prison. What is her crime? Her crime is that she is the daughter of Ali Abdo, Eritrean information minister, who fled Eritrea because he did not want to work with Eritrean government. What are the charges against Ali Abdo? Charges against Ciham Ali Abdo? No one knows. Where is she? Is she alive? No one knows. Human rights organizations have been calling for the release of Ciham Ali Abdo and hundreds of others who were put in prisons more than 2 decades ago in Eritrea. Now, when Eritrea is in a transitional phase, new policies are being considered or under discussion for regional integration, for economic integration, for opening up of Eritrean economy. Eritrean government should consider release of these prisoners who have remained who have been in prisons for decades. This is the time to make a new start. Ali Abdo is not in Eritrea. Obviously, he did not return to Eritrea, but he is far away from his daughter, who is in prison in Eritrea. Thank you for watching.